We are back working on the iPad 12.9-inch motherboard. This is the first gen. I posted a video a couple of days ago where customer brought this in because it was taken to another shop and they attempted to replace the charge and flex cable, and in the process they ripped a lot of the pads here. So what we did in the previous video is we restored the pads by running wires. After we did the job, we tested the board using a TriStar tester, and 4 of the lines passed and 3 of them failed. So I thought maybe the problem is the charge and flex cable, because we were using the customer's charge and flex cable. We did not have one in stock, and the charge and flex cable the customer brought in had missing pads on it. So I'm thinking it could be a charge and flex cable. I removed the cable again, and now we have to restore those 2 traces again. The rest look good. And we'll get rid of the glare. So in the previous video we said we're not gonna restore those pads because all those, they connect to the same line. We already have those 2, so no need to run jumper wires here. Same thing down here. This one is good. This one is the same as this one, the same as this, the same as this, the same as this, this, so on and so forth. So we're not doing any jumper wires here because we already have a connection here, and we also have a connection here, and we also have a connection here. Look at this pad. So we're gonna have to run a jumper wire in a couple of areas. When I removed the flex cable, we lost some of the jumper wires that we did, so we're gonna create a few jumper wires here. That's one. This is the solder mask that we put in the previous video. So we only have a tiny bit of a pad left here. We're gonna run a jumper wire from here to here, here to here. This is a weak pad. Anything else? Okay, and we're all good. I'm just using the solder mask so we can make the wire more stable. UV light to cure the mask. Okay, and we should be all good. So here we have a new Flux cable. We're not going to be using the customers because last time we had an issue, and hopefully the new Flux cable will fix the problem, because all the traces are soldered on properly. This is the new Flux cable here. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up, and then we're gonna test using the TriStar tester. Hopefully this will pass. Okay, so job well done, everything is perfect. Just hoping that those pads are making a good connection with the jumper wires that we did. Okay, and look at how nicely the Flux cable is aligned. You can see the dot here, and you can see the dot here, so everything is perfect. Now, time to test. TriStar tester. And I'm gonna go under the microscope for this. And the tester is connected, device connected, and test. So far so good. So far so good. And look at that. Pass. It's a pass. Awesome, 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 awesome. We fixed that board. That is awesome. Right there. It's a pass. We fixed that board. That is awesome. I'm gonna assemble it and give it one last test with the screen connected. Alright, so I just assembled the board inside the iPad. I connected the screen, and now we're gonna try it together. We're gonna plug the charging cable inside the power bank, and I have an amp meter here so we can monitor amps being drawn by the tablet. What I want to do is press on the battery connector. I do not have it screwed in yet. And let's power it on. Okay, so we're gonna wait and see. Right now the amp meter is showing 0.97, and that's awesome. Right here, I do not know if you can see it. And I'm not answering any phone calls right now. And look at this. We see the lightning bolt on top, which indicates that the cable is plugged in and the tablet is charging. Let me turn off the power bank. And then back on. Charging. So that was a miracle fix. That was a miracle fix. A lot of missing pads, a lot of jumper wires. And I'm glad it worked out. Right now it's 7:22 and time to go home. Usually we close at 6, but today was overwhelming. Mailman came in about 3 hours ago. We have yet another PlayStation 4 that we need to fix the HDMI port on, and look at this. Right off the bat I see something weird going on here. Looks like it's been tampered with before, and I did ask the customer, was this open before? He said no. Look at this. Look at this. We have an iMac motherboard that came in. We'll look into this later. And we have a package here that contains 5 iPads. This package is probably sent to us from a repair shop. We have an iPad 12.9, no touch on this tablet. I do not know if this was open before. We have an iPad here. This one does not turn on. iPad Air 2 does not turn on, and this one is labeled as number 3. The big 12.9 is labeled as number 4. This one here is labeled as number 1. Trying to put new screen, but dim, not turning on. Okay, and then we have 2 more iPads here. This one has a note on it. This one is number 2. Trying to replace screen, but broke. Power strip. New screen is attached with home button. And we have one last one here. Oh, this is taped. Okay, so I'm not gonna release the tape right now. We'll look into them tomorrow, but we have 2 tablets here. I do not know what's wrong with the last one. So many iPads to fix and very little time. A lot of iPads to fix. A lot of iPads to fix. We also got this MacBook here. It's a MacBook Air. It's not powering on. Right off the bat, I see a bulge. I'm thinking this could be a battery issue. We'll see.